Do it.
All right.
Why are you not a door like I thought you were?
Hatch!
That'll do.
Where is that machine gun? Ah, there it is. I wish I could energize the horse and then it would send that over and then it would become a bomb. See? Little things like that that I kind of wish for.
Ammo! Take it!
Alright. Darn it. I keep on wanting to do that. Alright, well, anyway.
Isn't giving you the job.
What? What are you looking at? Oh. No lockpicks right around here, around the forging area? Aw. Now, I would think you'd have a lot more story elements. Every time you go back to revisit one of these little nooks and crannies, you're going to end up seeing something that's slightly different. It doesn't seem to be true, but that's what I would have expected.
Got it.
I'm going to go back to Chen Lin, but... Okay, so that's Chen Lin. It's fantastic art. You got to think, someone had to awkwardly come up with those ideas, and then someone else had to approve these ideas, and that's just funny to think of someone. I mean, I really hope that there's somebody who's, you know, who worked there. They're Chinese. They came up with an idea. They're fine with it. Everybody's, you know, relatively fine with the situation, and yet having to go to your boss and get approval of or disapproval of something, which might be socially too reprehensible for people. Is that it, really? I was hoping for more, folks. You see that? I assume that's what it is. You can actually see under the door, so it's not quite finished or not quite sealed, and you're just seeing through the building. There's nothing on the other side of that wall. There's no reason to render a whole building, especially when you're desperately trying to save on RAM and processing power on the 360 versus a PC environment. Why are you not actually a door? You make me sad. I want something to be back here besides this stuff. Alright, Chenlin. Alright. There we are.
hear anything?
Huh.
No machines. No tools.
Let's go find that gunsmith. Maybe he's upstairs now.
It's a figure of Comstock now.
Wonder how many worried faces. Is like worried face 08. How many worried faces do they have for her? Okay, that's not creepy. So if I shoot him right now, see that's the game tester in me. I would So that's a sequence. She's supposed to be over here. So if I come over here, she unlocks, she goes off. But if I get anywhere here, you see this trigger? Look at that. That's what she's supposed to do. Yeah, I really want to shoot this, but let's just keep the game going. But I really want to shoot him in the head.
Mr. Lin? Chen Lin? Excuse me, Chen Lin?
Who are you? You speak up. Speak up! Can't hear you over all these machines. Very loud.
I'm Booker DeWitt.
Stand back. These machines very dangerous. Wait downstairs with Mrs. Lin.
Daisy Fitzroy sent us. We need to talk to you about getting some weapons.
Machines very dangerous. No place for stupid people. Want to lose pretty head?
Mr. Lin,
Downstairs.
what is wrong with him?
Remember him dead in that cell?
Also, why does he not look very Chinese? Like, they could have...
How do you reconcile that?
I don't know.
So, how would you reconcile it? Blah, blah, blah. God, I really want to shoot him. I'm going to do it. Just, this is what it's all about. Game testing, game design, so... So, I can't shoot him. So, it's one of the first characters I can't shoot besides Elizabeth. So, he must be really important to the plot, or they just decided to not do that. Which brings up the question, that first lady who sets herself on fire, why was I able to shoot her invisibly or intangibly through the head?
Kill my husband? Calm his troubled thoughts. Ease his burden.
And of course I can't shoot her, so I probably couldn't shoot the first original Chen Lin either.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm looking for Mrs. Lin.
I'm Mrs. Lin.
No, I mean a little Chinese lady. She was...
Booker, this is Mrs. Lin.
They took Chen's tools. What's he got without his tools?
Well, your husband is a bit out of sorts.
If he could work again, maybe... If he could work, he'd...
Mrs. Lin, can you tell me who took your husband's tools?
Goddamn police.
So if you notice, she just got to use the same animation.
Impound in Shantytown.
Oh, maybe not. I was going to say she got to use the same animation that you did for the other Mrs. Chen, but...
Who cares? We're not getting any guns if Chen Lin doesn't have his tools. Let's head to Shantytown.
So now I can go to Shantytown. Now this is starting to fall into typical role-playing where you're going back and forth. What they're going to do right here is they're going to probably have a fight.
Lin had a bloody nose.
Seems to be in style.
This tear, I'm not so sure it was a good idea.
Well, now you say it. Fucking crazy bitch. Alright, let's do an Elizabeth check. I don't know. I know she had that tear, and I know she had some of the other stuff there, but I don't know if she had that little slip of cloth coming out from her dress. So that might be another update with her. And that's about what it seems like. Alright, anyway. Now, anyone noticed how well situated Chen Lin's room, this room here is, for having a fight just outside these doors? Now, obviously, the other thing, if you notice the reward here for someone to have the sniper rifle.
What goes in its place? Whiskey, women, and dice. That in our friendly little town? No, sir. I will not.
Sure enough, and even, you know, the average gamer is going to expect that. Even subconsciously, they're going to know what to expect. Also, I want you to notice, for folks, you come out here, right? Why would they get you to fight over here to the right? You know, they get you to if they spawn a bunch of enemies over here, you're on the opposite side of where Shantytown is. So sure enough, you get here, you're fighting guys. If you don't use a rocket launcher like I do, what?
The hyena is a trickster. They live to stir up trouble. So you beware the hyena. They will leave you with naught but...
And who knows about the second world was going to be so similar. So for me to go all the way back, do the cipher, and come all the way back out here might have been unnecessary. I just didn't know. As a gamer, I'm not sure about that. So unfortunately, that's a part of where they could have, well, they gave a bad tell. So I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world, but one of the things to say as an alternate that you could have done is, if you give me that code book for the cipher on the way out, after I had done the tear, it would have made...
Elizabeth!
There you go.
Yeah, that's funny. It would have made for a faster total round trip kind of experience.
If you want to ask me, ask me.
About what?